Hello. One of the themes which keeps coming back in my teaching is addressing the disconnects between what feels good to play and what sounds good. You see, there's a hard truth here. What feels good doesn't necessarily sound good. What feels good doesn't necessarily sound good. It feels good to strum the guitar from the elbow and really beat the guitar with big strokes. And that feels good for me also. But what generally sounds better would be to play from the wrist and get some bounce into your chords. And to use gravity on the downstroke, lift and let the hand drop, lift and let the hand drop. Get some subtlety. Play from the wrist, lift and let the hand drop, lift and let the hand drop. And then you get this bounce on the strings. You get more light and shade. So that generally sounds better, and not playing all of the strings all of the time. Exploring the strings a bit, that generally sounds better. Maybe adding in a few of the techniques here and there. A bit of variety. So these things generally sound better, but they don't feel as good as playing from the elbow and really beating the guitar as loud as you can like this. And I admit that, I think that's just the way it is, but that's the big truth we have to face as musicians, that what feels good doesn't necessarily sound good. It can, but not necessarily. There is a place for playing with large strokes and really beating the guitar in some genres of music, but it tends to be the exception. As a lead guitarist, it feels good to play a lot, all the time, without taking a breath. But generally what sounds better is if you add some space to your playing. A lot of it, in fact. If maybe you think in terms of questions and answers. Question. Answer. Question. Answer. Maybe mixing in some slow phrases or even single note phrases. Maybe whining a bit and mix that in with some long, quick sentences, quick phrases. So that sounds better, but it doesn't feel as good as just constantly shredding. So there's the truth which we all have to face, and if you're ever in a recording session and you have a producer, then this truth really hits home. So I hope that helps. It is something which I have to remember, we all have to remember, regardless of level, that what feels good doesn't necessarily sound good. So there's a thought for the day, a thought for the week, and maybe a thought for a lifetime. I hope this helps, I hope it inspires you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.